A jackal, traitor, the wizard's part. He knows I cannot be crowned king without the precious things. If he knows they are missing, he will stop the coronation tomorrow, Adeolu finished. And then, it will be a competition between him and I. Whoever locates the crown first and presents it before the people will be king, Adeolu whispered. Therefore, the wizard's eye grew large in horror as his heart jumped off his head. Edda, the jackal, is our first suspect. He took the precious things. He is waiting for me to fail before the people tomorrow, so he can be crowned in my place. That is if he already has the precious things, the wizard said, dashing after the hat. You think he does not already have it? That's doubtful. Nobody has seen him around the palace grounds for months. Araba and Sax, Adeolu called. Your Majesty, they approached licking their fingers. When was the last time you are certain you saw the precious things? We changed guards with the last team of warriors just before dinner. Adeolu looked at the wizard for explanation. It's mandatory. Every new team of warriors make a physical confirmation of the precious things before resuming guard duties, Your Majesty. Were you with them when this physical confirmation was made? Adeolu asked Araba. Yes, Your Majesty. We were with them. All the guards were together. Each made an independent confirmation of the precious things, and all the confirmations tested true, of course. Adeolu mused as he watched a guard return the wizard's hat to him. If the confirmation have not been tested true, one of the guards would have raised the alarm. Except for the last guard, the wizard set his hat firmly on his head. You are right. If his tests had come out false, and he had kept the secret to himself, or he could have switched the pastries for the precious things and reported a true confirmation, the wizard interjected. Araba, who was the last guard to confirm the precious things? Adeolu asked. Sax. Araba gave Sax a mean look. The prince and the wizard fixed their eyes on Sax. Your Majesty, I came late. Araba can attest to that, Sax said playfully. He is always coming late for guard duties. Did you confirm the precious things when you came? The wizard asked. No, I didn't, Sax said in a low voice. I simply took the word of others as confirmation. He's always doing that too, Araba said. And you still keep him on? The wizard asked. He's a good fighter, my lord, and I have no reason to doubt his character. Sax didn't come late tonight, Your Majesty, one of the guards cried out, picking his words carefully. What? Araba turned out on the speaker. Justice. Sax didn't come late tonight, Justice replied, stepping forward. What are you talking about, Justice? Of course I came late, you peanuts. Sax was annoyed. No, you didn't. And you didn't take our word for the confirmation. Justice stood his ground. Explain, Justice, the wizard said. Every member of the last team, the relieving team, saw him confirm the precious team. No, I didn't, Sax said firmly. Then who did in his place? There was no one else here with us other than the baker's boy, Justice said. Fetch the baker's boy, Adeolu commanded. It's beginning to make sense, the wizard said. So he switched the cake for the precious things. Disguising like a guard, Araba was shocked. A guard returned with the baker. My lord, I hear you seek for my boy. That's right, he's gone, my lord. When? The prince asked. Soon after he served the guards dinner. He's been behaving strangely recently. He's absent from work for long periods. He's absent-minded and secretive. I don't know what to do with him. What do you want him for? The boy is a thief, roared Justice. No, he's not, replied Sax coolly, fixing his gaze on Justice. Sax is right. There's nothing wrong with the boy. He's just growing up, the wizard said. Whatever you say, my lord, the baker said, preparing to leave. Wait, Adeolu cried. Your Majesty, you will leave everything you are doing and bake me a cake. The baker looked from the prince to the wizard and the guards. Whatever you say, Your Majesty. Make it look like the ancient royal crown and scepter, Adeolu said sadly. We plan a joke. 2 of these in a night? The baker was incredulous. He looked from the wizard to the prince. "Go, do it," the wizard said. "Let it be ready soon." "My lord," the baker bowed and took his leave. "What's your plan?" the wizard asked. "I have none," Adeolu replied. Wizard and prince took their leave from the vault and walked to the prince's chambers, where the prince's robes were laid out. "We have no time to waste. We have to send soldiers to find the boy." "Yes, do that." Adeolu was dejected. "If he is not already delivered the precious things to Ida the Jackal, until we are sure the Jackal have them, we will not give up." The wizard turned to go. "Abirifa," Adeolu called, "while you are about to do that, send the metal worker for me and make sure your soldiers are discreet." "As you wish. Is there anything else?" "There is nothing else." With that, the wizard disappeared into a fragrant smoke, leaving his hat behind. Adeolu watched in amusement as the hat ran pitter-patter, first in this direction, then in another direction, not knowing where his master went. "Serves you right, hat," Adeolu muttered. The wizard's hand appeared out of thin air, and the hat gladly jumped into it, sticking out his tongue at the prince. Adeolu soon went back to his unhappy thoughts. He had 9 hours to the coronation. "Is the metal worker, your majesty?" The prince looked up at the tall, dark, wiry-looking man that presented himself in his spacious chamber. "Good. I know I can trust you," Adeolu began. "I have a very critical request to make of you." "Your majesty," the man replied, "I serve the royal house. As I serve your father, I will also serve you." "Good.